I don't know where this video is going. I'm just going to talk about my obsession about this album and ramble and see if I can cut it down to anything meaningful. I doubt there's a point to you watching this video unless you are also obsessed with this album. Then sure, you know, like indulge, share your obsession with me through this video. If not, you can probably find something better to do. Hello, welcome. Should not have my hair over the microphone. This album turns 25 today. August 18th is when the Japanese version came out. There we go. So, still sealed, by the way, for whatever reason. And I'm making this video because I think this is one of the greatest albums of all time. Like, big claim, right? But, and it's an album that, it came out in 2001 because it's 25 years old now in 2026. And in 2001, I was 22 years old and obviously very open to be influenced, as you are in that age. And this came out in that time, and I received it with open arms, and I listened to it until my ears fell off almost. And I went to see the tour premiere in London, and I went to London multiple times for shows with her in that period. And so for me, it's super important. It might not be for you. If you're not familiar with this particular album of hers, go check it out. If you are hesitant about Björk in general, I think this is a good album to start with. I will also recommend that you check the video from IXI Music. Click, I don't know where I'm going to put, I'll put it here, there, okay? Click this, and it's 2 hours long. She listens to the full album, but she also contextualizes a lot of the sort of compositions and a lot of like what's going on in the music, and she does it really well. And it's not just all praise. She does address something that I think a lot of people struggle with when they listen to Björk, which is her tendency to like be very meandering in her music. Like, so much of her music doesn't have really a hook. So much of her lyrics don't rhyme. Some of the like hits do, like Yoga and Bachelorette off of Homogenic, but she didn't write the lyrics to those 2 songs. That was an Icelandic poet named Sean that wrote the lyrics for those 2, and that's why they rhyme. And I think a lot of people kind of wish there was a little bit more repetitive structure, more hooks, and more like rhymes maybe in her music, because it would be easier to attach yourself to it. But in the IXI Music video, she addresses that well, and she highlights something that I hadn't fully articulated for myself, and that is that this album is such a perfect balancing act of giving the listener some hooks, and then when they're about to need more, just at the right moment, there's another one, and then it goes back to the meandering. But in the sort of meandering, cinematic, sort of non-repetitive structures of this, instead, the sound is so gorgeous, the sonic events are so gorgeous and so evocative and so emotional that you attach yourself to that instead of like musical repetition or musical patterns. And I just think that is so incredibly expertly well done on this album. Ahead of his time, like everything she ever touches, of course. So I bought, when this came out, a lot of versions of this album. So, and it's not just the vinyl. So let's look at those. When this came out, I was already a big fan of hers, and I decided, well, of course I wanted the Japanese version. I have a promo that just has this one, and will it focus? And only 6 tracks. It's Not Up to You, Cocoon, Hidden Place, Undo, Pagan Poetry, and Harm of Will. So that came out ahead of that. There's also a Super Audio CD version. If you don't know what this even is, it's a format that in theory can be better than regular CD, but it functions very differently. It never really took off outside of classical music. This is also still sealed because, well, I actually have a Super Audio CD player, but I've never bothered opening this. Maybe I should. There's a DVD version, DVD audio, that is. Well, you can watch it as DVD video as well. And this includes surround mixes. So this was released in 5.1 in 2001. Björk has always been super groundbreaking and forward with adopting new formats. She released what I believe was the world's first DVD single, and that was All Is Full of Love from the prior album, Homogenic, in the 90s. So like a music single on as a video DVD. To my recollection, no one had done it before her. There's then, of course, regular releases. Like you can see where this is going. I have too many versions of this album, indefensible amount of versions. But it also goes to show how important it was to me at the time. And I tell you all of this without shame because it is still so important. I am glad today, 25 years later, that I was so obsessed with this and got all of this. Like these are, you kind of only need one. You can find it on streaming. On Qobuz, it's available in 24-bit 96 kilohertz, I think. I believe that's the highest resolution version on streaming. DVD audio, does it say? It might be 192. I should check. I should also know this. Apparently I don't. But yeah, so this is the limited edition gatefold CD version. It even says like limited edition up in the top there. But there were more promos. This is a weirdo promo with the Times in England. And then it has 2 tracks from this album, Hidden Place and Undo, and then some other like greatest hits stuff over hers. Can I put it over my face so it focuses? And here's another one via another paper, The Observer. And this has pagan poetry, and It's in Our Hands. But It's in Our Hands is live in Köln or Cologne in Germany. And then Venus is a Boy, Big Time Sensuality and Bachelorette, the Brodsky Quartet version. So also kind of an obscure version of this. What's this then? This is the regular British CD. The tray is actually white plastic on these, and then the label has yellowed over time. Another white tray version. This is the European version, but the label is printed on some different paper, so it hasn't yellowed, if you want to compare. And another promo. This is the American promo on Elektra. Didn't come with an insert, for promotional use only, blah, blah, blah. Can it focus? Actual American version still sealed. White tray has not yellowed. But there are more weird versions. So the sort of fashion magazine Dazed did a promo where one issue came with a CD, and the CD had just one track from this album, but it was random what track it was. So you'd have to buy so many issues of this magazine to collect all of these, to get the full album represented. I have 4 of them. So this is, oh, it actually doesn't even say. A song from Vespertine. Let's see if we can get this focused. So they say this on the background, or on the back, rather. And it's just one of many images on the front. And again, so, and you see here the European release date, August 27th. So it's 18th in Japan. So they all have the same back, but then different fronts. So that is different from that, also different from that. And then there is this too. So yeah, I have 4. I didn't collect all 12, I guess it is. Because instead I have the full box of this stuff still sealed with all of these CDs in it. No idea if this is rare. I haven't looked. So, and then of course I have British vinyl. I bought this in London when it was released. I also then of course for no particular reason have, well, let's show you, I have both European vinyl, so it's just different catalog number. I think the European is still like sealed. I don't think I opened it. I will only play the UK. It's the same pressing, basically. What else? Well, I'm gonna look at all the singles too, but like, It's in Our Hands, and some promo, I think it is. Yeah, is it? Yeah, so these are remixes of It's in Our Hands. So that's an actual sort of consumer-facing version, as is this. It's in our hands again, 2 different mixes, so 4 mixes in total. Although the catalog number here is hands 1, and this is copyright 2002, so this came out. Oh, this one is promo only. I don't have that many vinyl singles from this album. Don't know how that happened, why I didn't get more. But then I got a lot of CD singles. CD singles, Hidden Place. Which one? Let's check what these are. So, and they all have this, like, they came with this little like info card you could fill out if you wanted more info, but I've saved them because I'm a collector idiot. This one has a track that's not on the album, Verandi, and I don't know if it's on streaming services. I have it ripped from the CD, but you should seek that out. In this era, Björk didn't do as many really thrilling remix collaborations as she did on the prior album, on Homogenic, on the singles from that, or on subsequent albums. So she was sort of in a different sonic terrain for this one. On these singles, there aren't as many like super cool versions that I prefer over album versions as there might be from some of her other singles from other albums. But do seek out Verandi. So that's the first version. Then there's, what's this then? So it's a different, look at the stickers. So one is black, one is white. These are different territory versions of these separate. So one is British, one is European. And then we get the close-up of her face with different versions or different tracks. Yeah. Hidden Place, A Cappella, Mother Heroic, and Foot Soldier. Also tracks that are not on the album. Then you get one with just the drawing, which is a European version with a video. So this is a DVD. This is a DVD single. Speaking of DVD singles, one out of many, because here's a different DVD. Well, I'll show you that it's different. Another DVD single with 5.1 audio mix. So well, that's Hidden Place, but it's the same version as on the DVD audio release, I think, because then you get Generous Palm Stroke and Verandi. But they are DVD audio then, I think. Yeah, they're DVD audio releases. DVD audio single. I don't know how many artists ever released singles as DVD audio, but she did. Here they are. I forgot one version of the full album, which is, of course, the cassette tape version. Really cute. What else? More Hidden Place, more versions. So this is just a promo. This is Hidden Place radio edit, so like a radio promo single. And this is another promo. What is this? Hidden Place, A Cappella, Mother Heroic, and Foot Soldier. So that is a regular CD single. Then this is a Mexican cardboard sleeve promo single. See if we can see something on there. Of course, I also have, well, not of course, but I have a Japanese CD single version, also still sealed, so still shrink wrapped. And what's this? Another card sleeve, Hidden Place and Generous Palm Stroke, so one track less. So that's Hidden Place. That's one of the singles from this album, and this is what I decided to buy with my own money as a 22-year-old when you don't have a lot of money. But it goes to show how much I was sort of impacted by this album. Now we get to Pagan Poetry. You should watch the videos for all of these. Like, they're so cool. Really artistic. And pushing the envelope technically as well. Remember when this was. Like, the album is 25 years old and some of the singles came the year after, so 24 years old. In 2002, what you could do on like a music video budget, production-wise, is not really what's possible with the technology today, but she sure pushed it. Obviously in collaboration with directors and production houses, but like her creative influence over how her singles were visualized is just incredible. And she seeks out these people that have the ability to do these things. And she has just this phenomenal nose for new artistic expressions. On this one, which is a regular European single in these slim cases. But a Bid is a track that is instrumental and super cute. Could definitely have fit on the album, so one to check out. Also, if you like Aphex Twin's more cutesy little tracks, you'll probably like But a Bid. It's got that sort of playfulness, adorable little sounds type vibe. So that was a white one. Then the black one has different stuff. So this has video edit, Matthew Herbert handshake mix, and Aurora opiate version. So that was a black. There's another black, and this is, oh, so this is a promo, and this is Pagan Poetry video edit promo only. And then we get to a card sleeve, black, Pagan Poetry video edit, Pagan Poetry Matthew Herbert handshake mix. We get to a black with a sticker, and this is the same tracks. And a white one with a sticker, and this is Pagan Poetry album version, Domestic and But a Bid again. A color version, and this teases us somewhere. Was this one? No, it's the next one. This is a DVD, so another DVD single. So we get the video version of Pagan Poetry with 5.1 sound and stereo, you can choose. Then you get DVD audio, Pagan Poetry, Matthew Herbert handshake mix, and Aurora opiate version. But then we get the next DVD. So this one didn't have a sticker, this one has a sticker. And you can sort of glean from this that there's some nudity, although stylized and sort of obscured by the effect. But this says, includes the full uncensored video into your new remixes. A bit of a thirst trap from Björk there. We get to the next single, which is Cocoon, and again, a bunch of tracks. So this is a regular CD single. This video is just crazy. I mean, you can you can get at that from the cover. Watch that video, read and understand the lyrics to this. Cocoon album version, Pagan Poetry music box, Sun in My Mouth, recomposed by Ensemble. The next, which is this a promo? No, it's a regular one. Cocoon radio edit, Aurora music box, Amphibian, also not a track not on the album. Then we get another DVD single, and we get Cocoon as a video, Pagan Poetry music box, Sun in My Mouth, recomposed by Ensemble, as I presume DVD audio. We get one more, and this is a slim case now version of this cover. So it has Cocoon radio edit only, and this is yeah, so this is a promo only. This is, It's in Our Hands. And this one's weird. So this is another DVD single, and it says 5,000 worldwide. 5,000 worldwide limited edition in support of greatest hits out now. It also came out at that time. Spike Jonze directed this video, and this is the European or the British version, but the DVD video is PAL and NTSC compatible, so European and North American standard support. And again, I assume this is DVD audio for the audio tracks. Oh, so this is double-sided, so it's got a NTSC side and a PAL side. So no print on here other than the little inner ring where it says what format it is. Has any other artist done this? Like, can we get focus on that? See what side that is. How many artists do this kind of stuff? I just think this is cool. So the video's In Our Hands, and Harm of Will live version and Undo live version are the audio tracks here. Recorded where in Barcelona. Yeah, so I was not at the Barcelona concert. Then, yeah, this is a regular CD single. It's In Our Hands, It's In Our Hand arcade mix, and It's In Our Hands soft pink truth mix. Very nice, like paper stock, but can you see that there's a different sort of texture to this paper? Does that come across on the video? Oh, and it's glossy on one side and like matte on the other. That's also like an attention to detail that I appreciate. But I've obviously not appreciated enough to remember that that's how it is. I only just now noticed. But I appreciate it now that I notice. So that's the first of the two, and this is the second of the two. She often did this like CD1 and CD2 versions for the singles. And this, oh wait, this is another, that was the DVD. This is DVD, CD1, CD2. Now CD2. Includes mini poster and exclusive tracks. Whoa. What are the exclusive tracks? It's in Our Hands Soft Pink Truth Mix. We know that. It's in Our Hands Arcade Mix. That was also the other one. So Broken Live. That's a rarity here. What is the mini poster? This little thing? Yeah. I don't know if that many people put that on their walls, but you know, make the most of the artwork you commissioned. That's it. That's all I had, I think, from this album, from all of its versions. So these are then all the CD singles I amassed from this album. And these are the versions of the album itself, including the cassette tape and just some vinyl, not a lot of vinyl. I'll say one thing about this album. I think she was trying to get to collaborate with Aphex Twin on this album to do a lot of the sort of electronics and beats and stuff. That fell through. Richard D. James, Aphex Twin, has spoken about this in some interview, and I recall him saying that Björk was like too much business and too little drink tea and smoke a joint. So he declined, but he did open for her on the opening night of the first show of the tour in London. Aphex Twin opened for her, but he just played like abrasive noise. So, and everyone was there to like listen to this new Björk album, or the like. It is not a noise kind of crowd, or what certainly wasn't in 2001, and he just unrelenting violence in the sound. So the second night, and I went to the second night as well, it wasn't him anymore doing the opening act. So that was a little bit fun. But you can hear, like, for example, on the track Heirloom on this album, if you watch Ixie Music, she doesn't point this out. She says it reminds her of Tom York of Radiohead, and she has a point there. But I think Heirloom could have been on this album. At least, like, not really. But you could, if you listen to that track and you listen to this album, you'll hear that she has most likely listened to this album in composing the beats and the sort of the electronic components in Heirloom, because it's got this sort of 1990 sort of adorable naivete type style drum machine programming. And then I think she's also listened to this, Autechre circa 1994, because the bass on Heirloom sounds like it's coming from this album. So I think she was definitely into her sort of Warp Records early 90s electronica. Well, this is not on Warp, this is on RNS, but you know, early British electronica type stuff when she was making some of the stuff on Vespertine. Anyways, that's it. Go watch the Ixie Music full 2 hours. If you love this album, you'll love that video. If you aren't familiar with this album, you'll learn a lot from that video. I don't know whoever watches this particular video this far. If you did, I think you might have better things to do with your life, but thank you, I guess.